Hey, people of the interwebs, it's me, Brandon Noel. It's been a long time since I've done one of these like Let's Draw videos, and a really long time actually. But last weekend I was at a great comic book store in Escondido called Superheroes in Training. Really great store, had a blast, and I promised one of their regulars that I would draw her a sketch of one of her favorite characters, Tails, from the Sonic the Hedgehog series, a character I've never drawn before. So, but I thought this would be an interesting time to pull out the old web camera and do like a Let's Draw video. So I hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe, and if you can, we've got a Kickstarter going on right now, The Last Templar, so please support that. Thank you. Hey, for starters, if you've seen some of these videos, normally I rotate the camera, or rotate the video so that you're looking through my perspective with my hands. And when I did it with this video, the web camera was in a different position, it just flattened out the image. So I do apologize for that. Right now I'm basically just laying in some pencils and kind of like I had an idea what I wanted the character to be doing. I was going to pose him like he had his foot on a destroyed robot and holding a ring. So I knew I wanted to do that. I did a little research about Tails. I mean, I didn't have a Sega Genesis when I was growing up. I had a friend of mine had one, so I played Sonic and Tails a little bit, but it wasn't really my game. I just, as an adult, recently got a Sega Genesis, you know, blast processing and whatnot. So I did do a little research. There is the villain he's got his foot on is a SWAT bot from the animated series. Doesn't actually appear in the video games, but from what I understand, the SWAT bots were a well-loved villain. So I thought, okay, I can throw that in there. You know, just kind of the pencils and outline. I'm actually going to go in and erase the pencil once I lay in some inks, or in this case, I'm not using any real professional tools for this sketch. It's pencils, pens, and a lot of markers. I used a couple Copic markers, or no, not Copic, Prism. I just looked up my table right now. I used some Prism color markers to add in some shading and lighting effect on his white fur, because I didn't want to just leave it white. Yeah, it was a quick sketch. I wish never drawing the character before. I wish I had done something a little bit more cartoony. His legs are a little too... I made them too big, I think. I should have made them a little cartoony, but this is the first time I've ever drawn or I should have made them more cartoony. This is the first time I've ever done the character, so I don't know. I know in the comic book, Sonic the Hedgehog comic, they've done some stuff where he got the power rings and is older and bigger or whatnot, but again, not a character or franchise I know all that too much about. I know the comics have been around for like 20 years. I don't remember if it was Archie. Yeah, I think Archie does the Sonic comics. But you know, looking back, I made him probably a little too verbose. It's a 10-year-old fox, you know, little boy. But live and learn, I guess. You know, if I ever draw the character again, I might make him a little bit more cartoony. Anytime you're doing kind of a commission piece, you just want the person to be happy with the sketch and illustration. But also, I didn't just give them a trace of the character. I went in and kind of went, oh, okay, this is this would be my this would be my Tales if I was drawing the comic book, which you know, there's probably a reason why I'm not drawing the comic book, because it just he looks too a little too verbose, a little too heroic for a character who's normally you know, 10-year-old little scared sidekick. I will say I went just regular marker. I added the orange in, and then a little trick is if you go over certain spots of the orange with some brown, you can add some shading, a little bit of shading, which I just tried right now. Like I had never done that before. I don't normally work with markers all that much, even the prism colors and stuff, because normally when I color like a Mr. Cuddles comic book, I just actually paint the boards. It just saves me time and energy. But I knew there was there's pauses in the videos because I had to go back and reference stuff, because again, I'm not a Sega kid. I didn't know what I was doing. I felt I could have just ended it with a close-up of the character, but I felt like the piece needed kind of a background because it was just too flat. So just some cross-hatching, and I thought I'd throw in one of those little loop-de-loops from the video game. You know, because it's indicative of the Sonic world. You know, this sketch just took me 30 minutes. I only know, I don't normally keep track of the time of the sketches, but I know that because I recorded it. And that's one of the reasons why I sped up the footage, because otherwise you're just watching 30 minutes of me drawing with music playing in the background. Music I don't have the licensing to. So it was a fun character. Like I said, I did a little research, not a whole lot. I've never really played a whole lot of the games. I have Sonic 1 and 3 because it came with my Sega that I bought used. So I'll probably get around to playing some more Sega here real shortly, as soon as the Kickstarter is done, The Last Templar, which is all watercolor. So thank you for your time. So there you have it. There's Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. I hope she enjoys the sketch. I hope it came out all right. And once again, please like and subscribe. Please support the Kickstarter. It's a great book. It's The Last Templar. It's about a Templar who's ripped from the Fourth Crusades and sent to the future. It's kind of like Samurai Jack, but if Samurai Jack was an asshole. Please support the book. Thank you.